Today we're going to be doing a full body workout using body weight only to help improve your mountain biking conditioning, overall health, or anything else you enjoy doing. Let's get started. To see great results with this program, I recommend doing it 3 times a week. First week, you'll be doing it 1 set. Second week, 2 sets. Third week, 3 sets. We're going to get started with the first exercise, which is called dead bug. It's a core exercise where we're going to be laying on our back on the floor. This is going to be to help working on strengthening the core. You're going to be starting in, this is called tabletop position, so 90 degrees with the legs, drawing your abdominal wall down. Hands are going to be over the shoulders. From here, I'm going to alternate arm and leg extending out. I'm only going to go out as far as I can keep that abdominal wall engaged, coming back to the center. So we'll inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So we don't want a pelvic tilt, arch our back, or our ribs to pop up. All right, exercise 2 is plank, second core exercise. You're going to be down on the floor. We want to have a lot of consistent pressure through the forearms, so we don't want to feel like we're digging our elbows into the ground. Tucking your toes under, engaging the core. So to do that, we're going to tuck our tailbone under into the floor so much that we engage our abdominal muscles, and we're going to lift up from there. We want to find where our elbows are under our shoulders. Again, my abdominal wall is squeezed up. Heels are dropped back. Think about engaging everything through the front of the body. This is going to be a static position, so we're just holding for as long as we can maintain neutral spine and engagement through the abdominal wall. Keeping your abdominal wall engaged, knees down, and rest. Next exercise is going to be a floor bridge. In regards to mountain biking, this is an amazing exercise to help strengthen the hips. So let's get going. Also, gives your booty a nice looking curve and shape. So we're going to lay down. Feet are comfortably hip width apart. Comfortable bend in the knees. So you want to be able to touch your heels with your fingertips. We want to get into the neutral spine. So we want to make sure we draw the abdominal wall down. Now for the bridge itself, I'm going to push down through my feet. I'm going to be squeezing up with my glutes. I'm trying to get a straight line from my knee to my shoulder. So I don't want to be here. So tailbone, again, tuck up. So I feel a lot of activity back through here. Controlling down. Once you feel the floor, you're going to come back up, but you don't want to feel like you're letting your muscles go. Push up, breathe out. Breathe in as you come down, back up. And when we're doing exercises right now for repetitions, I recommend about 15. All right, now a little bit more advanced exercise for the core, but also for the upper body, for stability through our shoulder girdle, which is really important to keep stress out of the neck, tension out of the wrists and elbows, as well as you're trying to balance and stable moving around the bike underneath you. So there's 2 options. So we have a modification, which I'll always recommend first, is the knee on the ground. So from here, my elbow is right under my shoulder. I want to do like a push-up. I'm pushing down and away, same as our standard plank through that forearm. From this point, stacking my shoulders Abdominal wall is drawn back, and I want to lift through the side of my body here. So as I come up in this push away sensation here, feeling your obliques help lift up. So my hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. With this one, let's start at about 10 to 15 seconds holding. If you feel any tension in your shoulder or pain in your shoulder, go ahead and come out of the exercise. And then just work on it as you get stronger. All right, so the standard side iso abs. The feet are going to be slightly in front of the hips, but that same lift. So, pushing down through the forearm evenly, lifting up through the ribs. Keeping the hips and those shoulders stacked. Feet are on top of each other. So as you transition and you progress through exercises to the more challenging ones, it's going to be normal that you can't do them as long or as many repetitions. Next exercise is a floor cobra. This one's going to be focusing on strengthening the back muscles, the shoulder muscles. Those are going to be help us avoiding this rounding on the bike. And again, putting the stress here. Also help with general daily life posture. If you have any neck pain or pain back here between your shoulder blades, this one's going to really help you. So we're just going to lay down on the floor. Tailbones tucked into the ground, so we don't want to look like this. We want to feel really active right here under the glutes. Pushing down through the fronts of the shoes into the floor so that whole lower body's active. Palms are going to be facing into the floor. From here, so first I have that lower body activated. Pushing through the tops of those feet, I'm going to lift up my chest. I want to try to get those shoulder blades towards the spine. So arms lift up, looking slightly forward. I'm trying to squeeze the shoulder blades to the spine, but at the same time, think about reaching your fingertips towards your feet to avoid this shrugging sensation. And you're just holding. So you really want to feel a lot of energy and fire through the lower body. And that's really going to help support the lower back. Hold for about 20 seconds to start. We're going to go to everybody's favorite, the push-up. So push-up, everybody knows, it's great exercise for the upper body. It's also a really great exercise for the core as well. Again, just maneuvering around on the bike. Push-ups are a great simple exercise, really to do anywhere. So, we're going to get into basically a plank position on the hands, but we're going to have them out slightly. Now, a lot of people tend to do push-ups and they drop their hips like this, or their head, or their elbows go out and up way too much. So, we want to try to first engage through the abdominal wall, tailbone tucks under, so that lower body's super active. And then to help us avoid shrugging, we want to be really aware of those shoulder blades. So we want to pull the shoulder blades back towards the spine and then down towards the hips. A lot of people have limited mobility through their shoulder girdle, so they're going to have a lot of tendency to do this. So think about creating a lot of length through the front of the body. So you want your collarbone to reach forward towards the wall in front of you. As you go down, the more your quadruped, or your quads, the front of your thighs, and your abdominal wall stays drawn up, it's going to give you a lot more control and a lot less load through your upper body. So as I go down, I'm trying to keep a straight line from the crown of my head towards those ankles. So you're gonna go down as low as you can, as long as you're not losing the rest of the body. So as the elbows go out, they'll be slightly, they're not gonna go straight out to the sides, they're gonna be slightly tucked back. Breathing out as you push up. So you'll notice my head's not dropping and my butt's not dropping. Nice flat upper back. Next exercise is for the lower body. We're gonna be doing squats. So as we do squats, we're gonna be having our feet shoulder width apart. As we go down, we really want to make sure we have proper tracking from the hips, knees to the ankles. So what that's going to look like is I go down into my squat, I want my knees, my kneecaps to be facing straight forward. So we're just going to be aware of that. Push down through the heels to come up. As we do our squats, just making sure we don't have too much of a drop with the upper body, that if you're dropping your upper body too much, you're probably going to feel way more in your quads than your glutes. So what we need to do is probably do a slight tuck under, just very mildly with that tailbone, to help keep the knees going forward a little bit more and the hips getting lower. Again, my knees are tracking straight forward, pushing down through the heels, squeezing my glutes to bring myself up. About 15 to 20 repetitions, depending on where you're at. And easy thing, no matter where you are, you can be doing squats. If that's super easy, but you still don't have any dumbbells or resistance bands, do 100 of them. All right, that's our workout. Again, you want to work on challenging yourself, but always make sure that you're being safe to be able to keep up the next day and progress your program going forward. I hope you guys enjoyed this workout. There'll be another one up soon. I hope you enjoyed this workout. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video. If there's anything else that you want to see, go ahead and put it down in the comments. Also, if you're looking for more or want to learn a little bit more about the programs that I offer, head over to www.fitprosolutions to learn how I can help you become a better mountain biker. I'll see you guys soon.